guys, it's Melinda. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a few more tips on how to fight frizz and reduce frizz in your wavy or curly hair. So if you're interested in that, just keep watching. So first of all, you guys, I'm not an expert. If you've been watching my channel, you know this. I just like giving you guys tips that have helped me. I love sharing solutions with you guys when I have struggled with something and then I find a solution to it. I love telling you guys about it. So that is where all these tips are coming from. This isn't like an all-inclusive video on how to fight frizz. There are definitely a lot more tips than just this, but these are my newest tips that have helped me recently because you guys, my hair has been so freaking frizzy lately. So all right, let's get into it. The first one is I have been having wet frizz, which is not normal for me. So basically, wet frizz is exactly what it sounds like. Your hair just looks frizzy when it's wet. It's not clumping together. It's like pulling apart and frizzing up before you've done anything. It's very annoying. So something that's helped me with this is actually using a Denman brush. So I made a video like a while back talking about how I never brush my hair after I get out of the shower. Y'all, I break a lot of my own rules, let me just tell you. So this is definitely one of them. There have been times lately where I flip my head over and I'm about to apply my products out of the shower and my hair is just looking so frizzy. It's not looking smooth or soft. My waves are not clumping together like they normally do. So I will go in with a Denman brush and I'll brush my hair straight, like I'll stand straight up and I'll just brush my hair out. Now I know there are like Denman brush techniques where you're supposed to like brush it away from your scalp. I don't do all that. I'm literally just trying to smooth my hair down and get rid of that frizz and encourage those curl clumps. So that's tip number one, is maybe try brushing your hair out with a Denman brush or a wide tooth comb and just like really try and get those curls to clump back together so that you don't have all those loose strands that are creating frizz. My second tip is raking your products in. This again just really helps to kind of smooth the hair down. And also, I don't know, see, I'm telling you guys, I'm not an expert. I don't know if this is a separate technique or if this is also called raking. Maybe it has its own name, but another technique I use is where I take my hands when I'm applying products and I literally squeeze my hair like this and pull down. I'm not gonna do it now because I don't wanna mess my hair up, but I pull all the way down my hair strands and that just really helps to create these like really big curl clumps. Again, I don't know what that technique is called. I hope that makes sense, but I do that when I'm applying my products and I'm just like squeezing my fingers together and that creates like 4 or 5 big curl clumps on each side of my head and just really helps to like, again, just squeeze the hair back into a clump so I don't have any more wet frizz. Okay, my next tip for you guys is if you are noticing frizz during the drying process, this is something that I've been doing. Whenever you try out new products, it's very hard to know exactly how much product your hair needs. I'm so sorry, it's like getting dark. The sun is setting, frick. But anyways, it's hard to know like exactly how much product you need to put in your hair for the first time. So when you're experimenting, first of all, I always say the more product the better. You can always like add less next time, but I get so pissed when I don't add enough product and then my hair is frizzy. I'd rather my hair almost be greasy than be frizzy. So I always err on the side of more product, but sometimes even what I do when I think I'm adding way too much is still not enough product and I still get freaking frizzy hair as my hair is drying. So literally what I will do if I start to notice frizz on the ends of my hair or just anywhere, I will actually get more water. I always have my little spray bottle of water and I will just spray that section down and then I'll smooth my hands over it and I will add more of my styling product back into it. Even if I'm like 3 hours into air drying, I will address the frizz right then, just because if it's already frizzy halfway through the drying process, it's just gonna get worse. So I will add a little bit more water and then add more of that styling product. I do think that the water is key though. It doesn't help with frizz on my hair to just add more product to dry frizzy hair. You need the water to like seal those hair strands back in and smooth everything back down, and then you're really just using the styling product to seal in what the water is doing. I hope that makes sense. So don't be afraid to add more product. I know I talked about in my last frizzy hair tips video not to address like knots in your hair until your hair was dry, but this is a little bit different. This is just like the ends of your hair are drying frizzy, or like whole sections are just looking frizzy. That's a little bit different than tangles. In that video, I just meant like don't be detangling your hair while it's drying, obviously. Okay, my next tip is for all of you guys that air dry your hair. So my hair personally takes like 6 hours for it to fully air dry. So typically I have places to go and things to do while my hair is still drying. So what I will do is pull all of my hair forward and let it air dry in the front, because if I go and sit on the couch and my hair is behind me like this and it's smushing up against the couch, that's one, breaking off my gel cast prematurely before my hair is completely dry. That's another no-no. Do not break your gel cast off. It will cause frizz if your hair is not fully dry, but it's also causing friction when I'm sitting up against something and my hair is trying to dry and I'm like moving around and it's rubbing up against my hair that's trying to dry. So if you're sitting in a seat, especially if it's something that's fabric like a car seat or a couch cushion or something like that, you want to pull all of your hair forward and let it be drying on your chest instead of your back, so it's just not being touched as much as possible. That's honestly my next tip, is do not touch your hair while it's drying unless you are addressing frizz and adding more water, adding more product. Other than that, leave it alone, let it do its thing, and I promise you that will help reduce a lot of frizz for you. My next tip for fighting frizz is to clarify your hair. If you use sulfate-free shampoos or just a lot of heavier products that can lead to buildup on your hair, that can cause frizz and end up like weighing your curls or your waves down over time. So every once in a while you do want to use a good clarifying shampoo. I use this one, I'll pop it up on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head, but also Kinky Curly has one too. It's called the Kinky Curly Come Clean. I've also used that one and that one's really good too. So you want to be using a clarifying shampoo every once in a while. Try it out with your hair, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, see what works for you, but you don't want to be going like months and months without clarifying your hair, especially if you do struggle with frizz. Okay, this is my last tip, and if you've seen my other videos, you've heard me say this 100 times, but just in case this is my first video you've ever seen in your life, my favorite way to combat frizz for wavy hair is to use a leave-in conditioner and then seal that in with a like light to medium hold gel. I think that's the best combination to keep your hair hydrated and also smooth down so you're not getting a lot of frizz and flyaways, but your hair is also moisturized from that leave-in conditioner. So it's very simple. It's such a good styling combo for wavy hair. I cannot recommend it enough, honestly. Like when my hair is just losing its mind, I go back to the basics and I use a really good leave-in, which is the Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in detangler, and then I use a good gel. The LA Looks Extreme Sports Gel is like $3 at Walmart. It's really good, super basic, and it gives me great results every single time. So use that little combo if you're struggling and you're just like, nothing is working for my hair. Try that. Okay, you guys, that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry the lighting is all over the place. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? But yeah, if this was helpful or if you enjoyed it, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you guys want to, and follow me on my wavy hair Instagram page where I give you guys lots of updates and like mini reviews and product recommendations throughout the week and in between my YouTube videos. So yeah, okay, bye.